You know, some people come down here just for the Cuban coffee. People go down there to see Hemingway's six-toe kitty cats. We got people go down there for Halloween. But the one thing
this is what they come down here
we
for,
all come for is them big flag yellowtail.
Look at these things. Oh, did you see that?
I sure did.
You see the shark? That might be the only one we're getting today.
There's a great fish, great eating, and you know, it's an artwork. It's our go-to fish as charter boat captains, both of us. You know, we finally had some current that last day, even though it was rough as all get out, but we got on them, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. We were catching with cut bait. We didn't have to use a live bait. We had plenty of live bait, but they didn't want to do it. But still, these big ones ate anyway. I mean, these are quality fish.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
The cold front is here, buddy.
It is.
What are we going to do about that? What are you going to do about that?
What is it, 87 instead of 92?
I think so.
No, we're going to try to get back on the reef and do that again because now that we have some wind, maybe there'll be some wind-generated current. But the other day we tried it and it was just slick calm, no tide, straight up and down. And that's, you know, a lot of times you're fishing on a reef, it's all about conditions. You want some off-color water and you want some water flow. And hopefully today we will get, with this wind, a little bit of water flow and we'll catch some big giant flag yellowtails.
I'm ready. I got a nice new dip net still, ready to dip.
That breeze feels awesome.
It does feel good. It does feel good.
Winter is trying to approach.
It's windy anyway.
I mean, the weather, it's blowing 20. But for us, having that wind-driven waves, you know, and not having current, I thought that maybe that would drive the chum away from the boat a little bit. So at least we'll give it another shot. And it worked. You know, we got out there and we had, even though it was rough as can be, you know, the good thing about the Keys is you can run inshore. The lakes is one passage where you don't have to get beat up and you just got that short run to the reef. So we were able to fish safely even though it was rough and windy and rainy. And you know, we pulled up and we had current.
Yeah. We went there just hoping to have wind at least, but we got there, we had excellent west current and the chum was really flying out the boat. It was, the water's green. We had what we were looking for, all the elements.
Ooh, bigger splash there, huh?
When you hear it.
Got another one for you right on the seat, buddy.
All right. Here's a wire rig on your side.
Okay. I put a wire on that light pole too, just because
right,
I'd rather fish that light rod. You know, I'm getting more sporty in my old age. You didn't notice the new hairstyle.
That's what we call that, the hairstyle?
I guess.
Sporty?
Sporty.
Ooh, what'd you put on there?
I'll pelt you with a hammer down drag. Let me ask you one little favor.
What do you want?
That wire straightener.
Oh, that's not a little favor. Oh, yeah.
Not now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to be a very important object today.
I'll go get it. If I don't go for it now, it's going to be a lot of cursing.
You know, do it before you're in the angry mode.
Gotta get in here again. He's asked for one more thing. Just one more thing, he says. One more little thing. One more little favor, cuz.
Got some kind of sea dweller. Zero mackerel. We knew that was going to happen. Great.
Oh, thank you.
You found it?
First box.
Love it when you find it. Well, Cero mackerel. Looks a lot like a Spanish mackerel. You know?
Hey, bud.
What's up? That's the wire clip?
Don't lose that. It's the only one we got. It was the first box.
Put that joker right there.
You just couldn't have been any happier if you were in my shoes. The Cero mackerel. What are we going to chop up for red meat? We got a little bit of tuna left over. Go cut a side off of him.
Usually we see a lot of bonitas, man. We haven't seen any.
Yeah, no, that's... We haven't talked to... Where are the bonita? The Key West bonitas? All right. Let's See what I can catch.
And away he goes.
Need a bait.
This little 75-cent tool that I just made Scott go hunt down. When you're fishing wire, it is a must.
Hit the water.
You know, you take it, it's like a pinch down and it bends that wire back straight.
Bonitas are here.
You gotta have it. See, look, you just ask, ask and you shall receive.
There was like 6 of them just swam right by as soon as I put the bait in the water.
You said, what am I going to use for red meat?
There's our red meat.
Stuff get really good. I got a fly rod in there. It's still in one piece.
You want to know where that thing is?
I know where it is. The one of the size, but it might be in 4 or 5 pieces by now.
It's
done a lot of traveling.
Trying to take it easy so he doesn't twist my wire up. So
well, that don't matter. We got wire straightener.
But he is one of the 10-cylinder models.
Let me tie this knot and I can help you.
I'd love for you to tail him.
All right, give me 2 seconds.
Oh, I can see 2 choice swordfish strips just right there.
You know, it's amazing.
That's my favorite sword bait right there.
It is. It's just amazing how many uses come out of that fish, you know?
Yeah.
As much as people curse them, you know, they just...
Oh, nothing fights harder.
I've been out on many charters with the only thing in the box for bait was that right there.
And they can complain, but their arms are sore.
And then they're great fighters too, you know?
Let's twist a new hook on there. Oh, you see it?
Yeah. It's just in the tuna family. There's a lot of guys up in the Northeast that chase them around. Call them little tunnies, I think, or albies, right, or something.
Yep.
Love to catch them on fly. Just
North
a real
Carolina
cool fish, fast, but
further up.
The value they lack as eating quality, they make up for just a great bait. Great red meat for catching snappers, groupers, swordfish. I mean, you name it, sharks.
If you want to catch something on fly that will test you, I mean, you can't always get out there and get that tarpon you want to have bonefish. You get one of those on your fly, you're going to test all your knots.
Oh, absolutely.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Simrad. Go with confidence. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Key West, close to perfect, far from normal. Shimano. And by Costa, Tailwalker Charters. And Under Armour.
Oh yeah, I'll be getting that fly rod out, Scotty.
Woo! What you got? Sailfish?
I'm not sure, man. I'm just hoping I got enough line on the reel. That kind of run. Ooh, coming back.
Bonita? Bonita?
I'm thinking bonita. I was hoping a big king the way he took off like that. You know, we were catching mackerels. I think you caught a nice couple bonitas, you know, which is, again, you know.
We got our red meat taken care of fresh right there behind the boat.
To us, a bonita is not a nuisance because of the fact that it's such a great bait fish to have, even in your freezer, whether you use it that day, the next day, or a month or 2 later, it's a great bait.
I love how you just stack them in no wrap. Just put them in your freezer, pull out and eat them. Like bowling pins, I think that makes the bait even more special.
You catch an invader coming in the house, you can knock him out with that thing. You got a good handle on it.
A good handle on it.
You know, who needs a dang Glock? and so, you know, I see the fish popping on top. You know, I know you love to catch those big giant flag yellowtail. So I was like, well, you know what? I brought the fly rod. It's windy. We got fish popping on top. Let me bust this thing out, see if I can catch one. That looks like a little pelchard, wasn't it? Might work, huh, Scott?
I'd say, look.
You gotta kill it. Oh, there he is.
That is close. Close enough.
Match the hatch. Let me see if I still remember how to throw this thing. Scotty, what you got? Another yellowtail?
Yellers are right behind the boat. Oh.
Wonderful. Watch that shark.
There we go. Woo!
You know what we could do is we could get our net out. That's a nice one too, buddy. Absolutely nothing wrong with that fish.
They're eating at 15. You can really put the heat on them. 4 freebies in mine. little handful.
All right, well, we're allowed.
Packets of love.
We're allowed 20, so keep it up. Actually, finally feels like November.
For the first time in a week. Come on, break this spirit.
You hooked up again? Man,
This one's a little bit better, and you can't enjoy it until you get to see him ride a motor.
ooh, a bird like that one,
That's
Jay.
a nice
Look,
one.
you know you got a better fly when the bird starts biting it.
There we go. Coming in a boat. I know everybody wants to see where catch these big fat Key West yellers. They're getting chum all over me for just your viewing pleasure. Usually they should go right into the bucket.
Oh, I missed him.
This is the main snapper in all the keys, yellowtail snapper. All you do is put a little chum in the water and they will come. Small piece of bait, let her rip. I'm gonna put him in a bucket before he pukes on me anymore.
Nice, Scott. I like what you're doing, buddy. Keep it up.
Yeah, my shirt's covered in chum. Those fly rodders.
We're supposed to stay clean, aren't
Yeah, I think that's a fly motto.
we? No bait?
He gave the fly rod a valiant try. I know mostly because he took time to put it all together and get it all set up.
Trying to find my flies, man.
Yeah.
I don't know where they were.
But you also gave the bottom a little good try.
Sure did.
I know you're expecting to catch. Look at that. We didn't catch him on a pilchard,
They're eating
but
them.
he ate them.
He was eating them back there. Yeah,
You gave that black grouper a good try, but
whenever I see fish popping on the top, and if I got that fly rod on the boat, I'll throw it out there a little bit. I had heavy winds, which I was surprised I could even get it out there, but we did. Never got a pickup. I had one touch. But finally, you caught that one yellowtail, and then 2 barjacks were chasing him around. And I got to flip right in there as you held him and got the instant hookup. Oh, look at here. You got his partner still with him, buddy. Get a bait.
got a little teeny weeny bait.
Oh, the perfect size. It'll work. He's right on him. Oh, he sees it. Oh, he ate it.
One for my dinner table. They're hard to trick, but when they're like that, wow.
He was awesome. I'm gonna land mine, okay, buddy?
Yeah, mine's coming up
I'm gonna try
in just a minute or two.
Yours still got a little more juice to him.
Here you go.
I got it. Thank you, ball.
Drop his head. He's all yours.
Beautiful.
Save that fly for the next one.
Beautiful. Oh, big old
We don't catch these very often. We see them a lot.
barjack on the fly rod, dude.
Just like I hooked mine up trying to eat the bait out of my yellowtail. Oh, the shark got me. Took too long.
How cool is that, man?
I just love how they're all modeled, but their meat is, they got these nice rubbery lips.
Beautiful fish, Scott. Make somebody mad who likes to fly fish. Awesome. All right, Scott, I'm gonna let him go, buddy.
All right, we got plenty to eat.
That was an awesome catch, awesome fish.
Watch your rod tip.
He ate the fly I tied, and he's out of here. Awesome, dude. That was killer.
All right, when you're done with that, there's a yellowtail ready to go down.
All right.
And I'm gonna catch another one.
Hey, from fly rod to heavy meat pole, we do it all. Besides from the obvious, you know, the allure of Key West, the fishing, there's so much more. You know, I was born and raised down here. I'm raising my family down here. My dad was a teacher at the high school for 35 years at Key West High School. You know, it's a great place. It's a great community. It's very small. It's a tight-knit deal, even though it doesn't seem that way when you got the tourist season going on and, you know, our population here on the island almost doubled. But there's just so much to do. You know, there's constantly something going on, whether it be Fantasy Fest or Hemingway Days or Bike Week or, you know, an art show. You know, there's just always something going on down here. Oh!
What's going on back there?
He just jumped out of the water.
On what? If you're fishing a lot, you're catching a lot. That means you're filleting a lot of fish. You know, nice quality fillet knife, but ultimately you're going to hit a bone or a piece of the cutting board and it's going to dull your blade. Doesn't mean your blade's no good anymore. All you're going to do is buy yourself either a sharpening stone or sharpening steel. We have a new sharpening steel from Bubba Blade here, and give you a quick tip of how to use it. The steel is just a nice piece of metal with small serrations in it, and you're just going to take the blade about 20 degrees, light to medium pressure, and slide it away from you and turn as you pull away. That's slowly taking the rolls out of the blade from where you hit the bone, and then you can pull it back at you the same way, about 20 degrees, light to medium pressure. You don't want to push hard because you're just going to roll the blade over in the opposite direction, and that is not going to sharpen your knife. So all you want to do is get the wrinkles out of your blade. So you just take it, 20 degrees, slide and roll, and pull it right back at you. And now you've taken the wave out of the blade. Now you've got a perfectly sharp knife ready to clean another 30 or 40 fish until it's time to resharpen again. For more information and tips, go into bluefishing.com.
I got a fish on.
I'm a-coming, boss. Live bait?
Yeah. I left the bail open while I was netting your fish. So I'm sure old tax collector's gonna be right on his tail. Oh!
What's going on back there?
He just jumped out of the water.
On wire. You were right.
Oh, another
I would have dipped that one for you. I didn't see it.
I know. I didn't see my trusty net, so let me help you out there, boss. You got him?
I'm gonna hit him. I'm not getting a fin in me today.
That is another wonderful size yellowtail.
That's great for wire.
That's it right there, buddy.
Don't have to keep the wire on. No bait. Using really small hooks, so we're not handling the fish a lot because the fins get in your calluses and they stay with you a couple weeks. So we just want to get them in the boat, get them in ice, cut off the hook and tie another one. If you want to get your hooks out, you go right ahead, but you're going to suffer a lot of little spines in your fingers.
Well, and the other thing is that, that you chafe the line every time, and we're fishing such a thin diameter line that just cut it anyways and retie, because you'll lose the fish with that little bit of chafe to it.
You get one, lose one.
Yep. Over the rail and in the pail, Scotty. That's what that day was all about. Again, I tried to catch me something on fly. Didn't quite work out. I joined you, but man, you made short work of our limited yellowtail. That was for sure.
Well, it's a beautiful thing. The yellowtail are everywhere, all sizes. Now they're protecting them better than ever. 10 per person is more than you can ever eat. It was nice we were able to catch our limit because these are big ones, really our specialty. We're going to, make our holidays really nice for our family and our friends who happen to stop by. Two more, baby. Two more.
Besides all the great things you have in Key West on land, the museums and the art galleries and all the nightlife and parks and recreation things that are on land, you got an amazing water sports that go on here. From the snorkeling on one of the few living coral reefs in the continental United States, if not the only. You got paddleboard, you got kiteboarding, you got parasailing, you got great dive. We got all kinds of artificial wrecks and reefs out here. It's just an endless, you run out of time. There's so much to do, and then you put the fishing on top of that. To me, it's probably, we do a little bit of traveling, and it's one of my favorite places to show everybody about.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, has been brought to you in part by Yeti, built for the wild. Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. Hawks Cay Resort, the only key you'll need. And by Frable, Spear One charters, and Ameritrail.
So it's really important that you tie great knots, and when you get bit, you gotta. It's a race. It's a race. And when they come out of the water, sometimes they just land in a bucket every time.
Makes it a lot easier. One less time you got to touch them.
The fewer times you got to touch them, the fewer spines you have for the holidays in your hand. Race is on. Oh, sugar.
That's number 19 and 20. Get him. We can get out of here.
Nah.
Get him, baby. 19 and 20. My favorite age.
Oh, it was so far back.
Oh, there's 19. Oh, he's a little old to be 19. He's got a beard and a mustache.
Oh.
Did you get him? Awesome, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. And that's the way to get the limited yellowtail right there, boss. Hold him up. Let's see him. Heck yeah. A pair of sweet
Big fatties.
Sweet yellowtail.
19 and 20.
That's it, brother. Let's get out of here. Getting rough.
You know my favorite place? Benihana's. Going right there now. So we gotta be nice and tight for a ride home.
Yep.
Safety first, baby.